Alright, so taking a look at a very small but very easy to use and pretty nice little vacuum. If you don't like this color, you have a few different options available. You get a micro USB charging cable, or you can use your own, a user manual, the crevice tool, the brush attachment, and then of course the vacuum itself. You can see the exhaust vents, you can feel the air being pushed from there, your power button, your charging indicator, your micro USB input, your dust bin release, which if you push, that just comes right off. This filter here comes out, and then you have this little rubber flap here. So that helps to block some of the larger debris, I suppose, from hitting the filter. Filter just lays kind of in place, so not a whole lot to that. And then that pops back on just like that, and of course your attachments stay in, they don't fall out. So pretty nice overall, not too loud. Now the only thing that I have already spoken to the seller about, and I think they're going to make the corrections on this, is in the listing it talks about charging time and it says 5 hours. It takes closer to somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 or so hours, which the manual and the listing differ. Also, it mentions liquid spills, but in the manual it says not to use it with liquids, so I would advise against using this with liquids. Primary use for me for this is to be able to run out to the car, vacuum up the floor real quickly from the sand. Living near, on a dirt road and having a lot of grass and dirt and sand is a big problem, so this should help to maintain the cleanliness of a car a little better and not have to worry about dragging out drop cords and such to run power out to the car. So very handy because of the portability aspect. 15 to 20 minutes continual run time after the about 8 hours charge time. So that is not a great return on run time compared to charge time, but it's adequate for the small amount of jobs that I'll be using to tackle with this actual vacuum cleaner. Now if you want, you can also use this in the kitchen. So not only can you use this of course to clean up the keyboard on your computer, but you can use it in the kitchen. If you spill something on the counter, it's probably easier to wipe it up, but this is a dish drying mat that I also use for a prep mat, and because of the ridges, paper towels get stuck to it, so the crevice tool will allow very easily to clean up any kind of crumbs from bread and such. So really handy in the kitchen also, and because of its small size, simple and easy to operate, maneuver, and work with. Okay? Or you can use it for your computer keyboard. Alright, so keyboards are definitely an item that needs to be cleaned on a pretty frequent basis, and if you have tried to do that before with a large vacuum, it is possible, but something this small and portable is easier. It has this little brush attachment, so you can actually use this to get down in between and sort of dust off at the same time, and then pick up that dust as you're vacuuming. Or you can use the crevice tool of course, but yeah, I just think that's a pretty nice option to keep the keyboard nice and tidy. You don't have to have a little hair or dust, or if you eat your meals in front of your computer, then I guess you can also keep food and such. People snack a lot when they're gaming and things, so that's a good option as well. So yeah, very handy, very easy. Those are two other potential uses that I might have. Primarily interested in cleaning the car, so we'll take a look at how well it does, kind of a before after and a little bit during, so you can kind of see what this thing can do and what it will offer. Okay? Alright, so you can see quite a little collection of sand has built up here, and of course there's some in the crevice here, so let's see how good we can do. I'll tell you what, that was way easier than having to grab the drop cord, drag it out, and clean up. And other than the stuff that's actually stained like into the plastic, I have to actually kind of wet and dampen that up and clean that up. And a couple of the larger pieces of grass that had a little bit of a challenge with, I had to let off and tap it a little bit to get it to suck into the opening there. The larger pieces didn't want to go initially. Did a really good job. Oh yeah, extremely pleased. And of course, I don't know how well you can see, quite a bit there you can see built up in that little dust bin. So for small jobs like this, which is exactly what I intended it for, absolutely perfect option. So small and compact that it's just so easy to maneuver even in a very small car like this. So hopefully that is helpful, and yeah, check out the link below for more information. Thanks. If you want to find out more, there will be a link below the video. Take you to the website. They have a red one also, but blue I do prefer. So that's pretty much it. I'm a little worried about this filter because it's a little thin, so I hope it cleans easily but doesn't end up tearing or disintegrating over time. So we'll see how that plays out. Other than that, I hope the video is helpful, and you can check out the link below to find out more details, as well as reading other reviews and see how other people are faring with this device. Okay, thanks.